Okay. Am I on? Nope. There we are. Okay, welcome everybody. Welcome to Artichoke Music. Thank you all for coming. I'm Shelley Garrett. I'm the executive director for the music, all of it, Artichoke Community Music, and I'm the talent buyer for the Artichoke venue. So I'm trying to separate those things, and the board people that are here will laugh about that. So two separate things. So tonight, the reason we're having this is we had a really tough summer. A lot of venues are closing, instrument stores are closing, all the stuff you all know. After COVID, everybody's struggling. We did okay for a while, summer was tough. So we've done some fundraisers before, some people stepped up right away. Everybody I've ever asked in this community that's so amazing has stepped right up, including tonight, so we'll talk more about that. And I also want to thank all the volunteers that help us. We could not survive without volunteers. And there are people that have done this for decades. I know Liz was a volunteer for a long time. I don't know all of the people from the former, I call them tribes. There are a couple different tribes. But we're building new tribes, and some of the old people are coming back, and we're welcoming everybody. We're also thankful for our monthly supporters. We have people that every single month give us money to support programming. I know Leslie Verdun is here. She supports the Jazz Jam and General Fund every single month. We have Joe Gray, who supports our monthly Artichoke afternoon shows, if you're not aware of those, but we do that twice a month for people that might not want to drive at night, or older performers that might not want to drive at night. So if you aren't signed up for our newsletter, you probably should be, so you don't miss anything. We also have people who give through PayPal. We have another, I forgot Jim. Jim Flynn also is one of our monthly program supporters. He does Lloyd Jones First Friday every month, which is, you just never know with Lloyd Jones. The man's a storyteller, and depending on the gifts, you never know what you're going to get, but it's always great. And we have monthly Patreon too. Not everybody knows what Patreon is. We'll talk about that a little bit later. All those things are important. I mean, we'll take your money any way we can get it. We have to put it together like a jigsaw puzzle. And I want to call out a couple people. Christopher Dolan, who's our volunteer bar manager. That guy, I mean, we could not survive. If it's behind the bar, I don't touch it. And he makes sure of that. But he's done so much, and I know people in the past have done that too. So tonight, we did have some bright spots in the summer, so it's not all doom and gloom. People are coming out to different shows, maybe different types of music than they are accustomed to seeing here, but they seem to be embracing it for the most part. The holidays are coming up. We're all starting to think about charitable giving for the holidays. I wanted to get ahead of that because, unfortunately, we did not make the Willamette Week Give Guide that we were kind of counting on, and that would have been a huge bump. So I know what I did wrong, and I'll fix it for next year, but we didn't get in this year, so you just got to keep learning. There's some other things we'll talk about later in the other breaks, and we'll talk more about the silent auction. When you walked in, you should have received a one-page flyer. There's more detail out in the hallway of the individual items. We have some kind of iconic things, but we'll talk about that in the next break. Okay, so the first thing from the Richard Colombo tribe, we're going to have Richard, and I'm not sure who he's bringing, but I know it's going to be great. And Richard, we were so glad, when I met him a year and a half ago during the 50th, and we talked about him coming back and bringing the Acoustic Village open mic back. That's just been wonderful, and he's been doing a couple of shows a year, and it's just so nice to have him back here in this building and bringing all of you back. It's just been wonderful. So I'm not sure who all he has, but I know we're going to hear some great music, and I want to thank everybody that's giving us their time and their talent tonight. So let's hear Richard Colombo and everybody.
Well, welcome everybody. So nice to see you. So I've just compiled a little set of all the regulars that are always here at Acoustic Village. I thought this would be a nice opportunity for folks to be able to come and do a few more tunes. So we'll be switching out here. All right. So to see you. Well, there you are, and here I am, and both of us doing the best that we can. Oh, you've got your own life, oh, and I got mine. Though our music is different, we share the same steps in time. Well, there you are, and here I am. Oh, sometimes the miles between us seem so far, when those empty spaces start to fill my mind. I think of you and leave my troubles behind. Hey, don't you know you're a once in a lifetime friend? Oh, others may come and go, I'll be there till the end. Oh, yes, I will. I love you so. We'll share the joy and the tears. I'll be there through the years. Through the years. When we get together, good times take to the wings. New hopes, new visions suddenly begin to sing. Open arms and gentle ways, trusting the ebb and flow. We'll guide the direction where we choose to go. Sing with me if you know this song. Hey, don't you know you're a once in a lifetime friend? Oh, others may come and go, I'll be there till the end. Oh, yes, I will. Love you so. We'll share the joy and the tears. I'll be there through the years. Through the years. Here I am, and there you are. Oh, sometimes the miles between us seem so far, when those empty spaces start to fill my mind. I think of you and leave my troubles behind. Hey, don't you know you're a once in a lifetime friend? Oh, others may come and go, I'll be there till the end. Oh, yes, I will. I love you so. We'll share the joy and the tears. I'll be there through the years. Through the years. Don't you know, don't you know, don't you know you're once in a lifetime friend? Thank you so much. Thank you. So how many of you used to pick when you play? Anybody? Well, I dropped mine in the middle of that. That's okay. So, I'm going to invite my dear friend and my buddy, my music partner, just the greatest person, one of the greatest persons I know, Inga Hugerhaus. Come on up. Hi, sweetie.
Hi, everybody. So sweet. Love playing Artichoke. Best listening room in town.
So something totally different here. We're going to do a John Prine tune for you. And if you know it, you're welcome to sing along with us, okay? Always welcome to sing along. That's what Artichoke is all about. Ready, kiddo?
Yeah.
You come home late, you come home early. You come home big when you're feeling small. You come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. So what in the world's come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, I got a heart that burns with a fever, and I got a worried and a jealous mind. Well, how can a love that lasts forever get left so far behind? So what in the world's come over you? And what in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Well, it's a mighty mean and a dreadful sorrow. It's crossed the evil line today. Oh, how can we talk about tomorrow when we ain't got one word to say? So what in the world's come over you? What in heaven's name have you done? You've broken the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. You're out there running just to be on the run. Thank you so much. What do you want to do, David? Thank you so much. Oh, Inga, guess what I have? Look, your favorite pick.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh, would help if I plugged in, huh?
It does work. It does.
Yeah. It's there. Well, I think when you hear the name Roger Miller, you think we're going to sing a certain song, don't you? But we're not. We're going to do another beautiful Roger Miller tune that he wrote for a musical that was on Broadway years and years ago. River in the rain. Sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding your way away somewhere. River, I love you, don't you care if you're on the run, winding someplace just trying to find the sun, weather the sunshine, weather the rain. River, I love you just the same. But sometimes in a time of trouble, when you're out of hand and your muddy bubbles roll across the floor, carrying away the things I treasure, hell, there ain't no way to measure why I love you more than I did the day before. River in the rain, sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding your way away from me. River, I've never seen the sea. But sometimes in a time of trouble, when you're out of hand and your muddy bubbles roll across the floor, carrying away the things I treasure, hell, there ain't no way to measure why I love you more than I did the day before. River in the rain, sometimes at night you look like a long white train, winding your way away from me. River, I've never seen the sea, winding your way away from me. River, I've never seen the sea. Thank you. This is, this is a gospel tune. And I fell in love with this song many, many years ago, and lots of folk artists have actually recorded this song. It's just a gorgeous tune. I've taken a bit of liberty with it, changed the language just a bit. I hope that doesn't bother anybody too much, but I'm so glad and so honored to share this with Richard, who actually played this on my album. And this song is called How Can I Keep From Singing? My life flows on in endless song above earth I hear a reel, though far off hymn, that honors all creation. Through all the tumult and the strife, I hear the music ringing. It sounds an echo in my soul. How can I keep from singing? While though the tempest loudly roars, I hear the truth she's living. And though the darkness round me close, songs in the night she's giving. No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to this rock I'm clinging. Since love is love, is love, is love, how can I keep from singing? When tyrants tremble in their fear and hear their death knell ringing, when friends rejoice both far and near, how can I keep from singing? No storm can shake my inmost calm, while to this rock I'm clinging. Since love is love, is love, is love, oh, how can I keep? How can I keep? Oh, how can I keep from singing? Thank you. Thank you, Richard. Oh, thank you. So Richard and I have a show here next Saturday night. So we would love, the Saturday night, come again next Saturday night. Come see us perform. We've got lots of originals, new originals, more John Prine, more Bob Dylan, more Bonnie Raitt. It should be a really fun evening. Love to see you here. So I have a feeling that a few of you are kind of like me, and we're starting to look a little bit over our shoulder, like, there's a lot of life back there. And While we like to think that every year is a meaningful year, I think if we start to look back, we start to think about some years that might have had a bigger imprint than others. So this is a song of one of mine that I'd like to share with you. Would help if I had my cable on. Hang on one second. Started singing back in '79. Joined a band in 1980. Traveling up and down I-75. 18 years, still a baby. We played top 40 in the hotel bars until 3 in the morning. Sang of landslides and superstars, but I didn't heed their warning. Whoa, lonely salesmen, bar stools and beer. Same crowd in every town. Wanted songs of lust or songs for tears, and me trying not to let them down. Louisville to Little Rock, the education I got. Driving through country and open skies. How we're all searching for what money can't buy. And everywhere people carry a heavy load. This I learned from my year on the road. Band leader'd been a teacher of mine, charming, 10 years older. We broke his marriage as if I was in love and bolder. I tried to leave him in St. Augustine. He said I'd have to up and quit. When singing's been your lifelong dream, well, I stayed and made the best of it. Louisville to Little Rock, the education I got. Driving through country and open skies. Singing my heart out, but living with lies. Never forgetting the sorry that I still owe. This I learned from my year on the road. We hit the strip and showcased the band with the son of Buddy Hackett. Vegas fit me like some second-hand, off-the-rack, pink tuxedo jacket, yeah. Louisville to Little Rock, the education I got. Driving through country and open skies. Singing my heart out, but living with lies. Never forgetting the sorry that I still owe. This I learned from my year on the road. Oregon is where I finally broke free. sold my drums, caught the Greyhound. Leaving was easier than I thought it might be, but to the music I'm still bound. Louisville to Little Rock, the education I got, driving through country and open skies, learning that love is the ultimate prize. In the songs are the memories we long to sow. Still I yearn for my year on the road. My year on the road. Ooh. Thank you.
So our next guest is our dear friend Patrick to that. Patrick has been a long-term supporter of Artichoke community music since way back in the old days, and has always been very generous. I can't tell you how many generosity. You've been amazing. Thank you, Patrick. Okay.
I have another request.
Are you going to sit?
Yeah, I'm going to sit.
All right.
I have a request. I put 10 CDs back there with a little tape on them saying $1 donation. So between the two CDs, there are 24 songs. So depending on which CD you select, you're paying between 7.5 and 9 cents a song. But I want to make that point. Every dollar counts.
Boy, doesn't it?
So I want to see that little can filled with dollar bills when I leave.
Hang on, I can't hear you.
Oh yeah, it has to plug in.
No, still in the other guitar.
Oh, here, I'll get it, Patrick.
That's well, that leaves a room for a little bit of a story. I came across an article written by an archaeologist who said, we've discovered the world's oldest musical instrument in a cave in Slovenia. And it's made out of the leg bone of an immature cave bear. How they knew this, I have no idea. But it's called a diddly-dab. And where there's a diddly-dab, there's got to be a drum, right? And voices. So from that cave in Slovenia, there's an unbroken chain to this stage right here, where people share music live in person. And that's really, really important. This is one of the activities that defines us as human beings, and we need to continue it. I wrote this one when I was sequestered, as we all were, by the virus. Old man in a boat, just glad to be afloat. And I'm going to start over. I heard that laughter and I thought, what's funny about that? Old man in a boat, just glad to be afloat. Stout enough to wrestle with regret. Resting on the oars, 'cause his lower back is sore. Lets the river take him where it goes. There's an ache down near his heart, where he picks his life apart. It swells or wanes, but rarely fades. He wasted precious days parsing how it played. Too late to fix those failures anyhow. He knows he could have lived it better, or for sure a whole lot worse. But maybes just can't matter to him now. So loafing in the sun, sturdy skiff to run, blunts the fear that life is slipping by. And that ache down near his heart, been with him from the start. He'd miss it if it ever went away. Just an old man in a boat, glad to be afloat. No particular place he's gotta go. His lower back is sore, so resting on the oars, lets the river take him where it goes. Just lets the river take him where it goes. Lets the river take him where it goes. Now, I wrote this one, and I first sang it at Friday Coffee House in Artichoke, 16 years ago. And I thought I'd never have to sing it again, but circumstances being what they are. No one makes a killing, no one makes a killing off a piece. Wait, yeah, I started it in C. No one makes a killing off a piece. Race and religion are the grease that will guarantee the slaughters never cease. 'Cause no one makes a killing off a piece. No one makes a profit when you're well. We fix the price of everything we sell. So if you can't pay the doctor, go to hell. 'Cause no one makes a profit when you're well. We see periodic efforts to reform all this, to make the world a kinder, juster place. But as long as we're in charge, we'll go on living large, bringing down our boots upon your face. If you're ignorant, you're easier to fool. If you're zealous, you're quite the perfect tool. If you're zealous and you're ignorant, you're fuel. That's why we've cut the budget to the school. It's our God-given right to raise the rent. If you can't pay the landlord, get a tent. Did you think a living wage was heaven sent? Our charitable urge just came and went. We said periodic efforts to reform all this, to make the world a kinder, juster place. But as long as we're in charge, we'll go on living large, bringing down our boots upon your face. If you want to get elected, tell a lie. Almost anything you fabricate will fly. But you gotta make it big to qualify. So go on, tell a whopper, don't be shy. Politics is simpler than snot. Politics has only got one plot. What they tell you is exactly what it's not. And a law will never pass that isn't bought. 'Cause no one makes a killing off a piece. Race and religion are the grease that will guarantee the slaughters never cease. 'Cause no one makes a killing off a piece. No one makes a killing off a piece. No one makes a killing off a piece. Thank you.
Thank you, Patrick.
you, Artichoke.
Thanks, buddy.
That's a great song, Patrick.
You guys want 2 chairs? Please. Of course you can. Yeah.
You have to share one.
It's on.
Is it shares are valid or first? I have to go first.
Yes, I'm going to steal this chair.
Somebody left a really nice capo up here.
There is.
Yeah.
And Richard, take that instrument mic closest to her and point it at the,
This one.
This one?
Yes.
yeah, point it at the, instrument there, please.
You know what you're doing, and I don't.
Thank you. And Richard, you can introduce him on that piano mic.
I move it sometimes. So oh, this is mine?
That's yours.
Talk about dropping the mic.
Well, Patrick, I appreciate what you said about live music and sharing music in a place like this. So this is a song written by Bill Staines that seems very fitting in that context.
I apologize. I forgot to introduce you, Joan and Max Lieberman.
I can hear myself.
All of the critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing high, or some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Listen to the bass, it's the one on the bottom where the bullfrog croaks and the hippopotamus moans and groans with a big to-do. The old cow just goes moo. The dogs and the cats, they take up the middle while the honeybee hums and the cricket fiddles. The donkey brays and the pony neighs and the old coyote howls. All of the critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Listen to the top where the little birds sing on the melody with the high notes ringing. The hoot owl hollers over everything. The jaybird disagrees. Singing in the nighttime, singing in the day. The little duck quacks and he's on his way. The possum ain't got much to say. The porcupine talks to himself. All of the critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low, some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. It's a simple song, a living song everywhere, by the ox and the fox and the grizzly bear, the grumpy alligator and the hawk above, the sly raccoon and the turtle dove. All of the critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. All the critters got a place in the choir. Some sing low and some sing higher. Some sing out loud on the telephone wire. And some just clap their hands or pause or anything they got now. Thank you. This is a song called Early by Greg Brown. walked out alone. I looked up the street, no one was around. The sun was just coming up over my home on Hickory Street in a little farm town. And ooh, ain't the morning light pretty, while the dew is still heavy, so bright and early. It's my home on the range, it's a one-horse town, and it's all right with me. Plows broke the prairie gave plenty. Little towns blossomed, and soon there were many scattered like fireflies across the dark night. And one was called Early, and they sure named it right. 'Cause ooh, ain't the morning light pretty, while the dew is still heavy, so bright and early. It's my home on the range, it's a one-horse town, and it's all right with me. Many dry summers have parched all the fields, burnt the fine colors, cut down on the yield, but the rains have returned to wash away our fears. It's the fullest green summer that we've seen in years. And ooh, ain't the morning light pretty, while the dew is still heavy, so bright and early. It's my home on the range, it's a one-horse town, and it's all right with me. Thank you very much.
Actually, let's leave one up here. We might need it. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm gonna sit actually.
You are. Of course you are. I knew that. Who's beautiful capo? Anybody lose a capo? Do you need a music stand? I do, yeah. Okay. All right.
It's sort of a security blanket. There's a line that Patrick has that I repeat often, which is writing it and remembering it are two different things. It's so true, so true.
So this is Dave Johnson. Dave Johnson is a regular at Acoustic Village. Why'd you start coming about 6 months ago?
Something like that, yeah.
There you go, buddy.
I try and get there every month. So I'm gonna play a pair of love songs. One's kind of loud, and one's not. I'm gonna start with the loud one. Only sort of loud. This is called Pull Hard. Standing behind you in a queue. I'm going to start that again, sorry. I'm standing behind you in a queue, we're still new, brand new. I move in close and fold you in. You lean back, we knit together again. Just standing near, we feel it. Like a magnet, like a flame. There's no need to talk about it. It's just like gravity. This magnet flame we've got will never change. I have never known this pull before. We're drawn together like a storm. The clouds that pull together, it's the pull that makes the weather. So pull hard. Today I reached for you. You closed up tight like a fist. I can't get through the knuckles that you use to protect your fierce, tender face. I turn away again in confusion. I won't let it turn to disillusion. But it would be a crying shame if it stayed this way. There's so much loving, living left to lose. I have never known this pull before. We're drawn together like a storm. Clouds that pull together, it's the pull that makes the weather. So pull hard. Pull hard.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, now we'll get quieter. You didn't have to throw that time away. They were only moments, moments never stay. They're gone before you know it, no matter. We are far beyond those moments. Now we can only make the wildest guess what we'll find around that bend. Time runs out, no matter. We'll play this to the end. I think the trick is to be ready. Careful plans can still go wrong. But we'll just start from where we are every dawn. I know misfortune always comes to play and takes a handful of our endless days. But let what happens happen, no matter. We'll leave those days behind. Waking up in this old rumpled bed, with every new day lifting up our heads. Raining or shining, no matter. We get another day to spend. I guess the trick is to be ready, 'cause careful plans can still go wrong. We'll just start from where we are every dawn. We'll just start from where we are every dawn.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks, Dave. All right. Thank you, Dave. Thank you. Thank you, Marty. Okay, we got Eric Burbank coming up. Do you need a music stand? Oh, good. I think that mic should just. So Eric just flew in from Sweden just to play for us.
That's my excuse for any missteps I take. All right. Anybody speak Swedish here? No? No. Okay. I won't speak any Swedish then. I don't speak Swedish either. All right. That was really great, Dave. Everybody that's played, it's pretty humbling to be here, and I appreciate the invite, Richard. And so it's funny because I thought I was going to play 2 songs. I really did, and I was sitting back there thinking, I really don't know what I'm going to play because I'm trying to play something that fits. But I'll play one. This is a song that my daughter said it's the saddest song that she ever heard, and I should never play it in front of people. I remember holding on to you. All them long and lonely nights I put you through. Somewhere in there, I'm sure I made you cry. Can't remember if we said goodbye, but I recall all of them nights down in Mexico. That's one place I'll never go in my life again. Was I off somewhere, baby, just too high? Can't remember if we said goodbye. I'll miss you every now and then. Like the soft breeze blowing up from the Caribbean. Most Novembers I break down and cry. Can't remember if we said goodbye, but I recall all of them nights down in Mexico. That's one place I'll never go in my life again. Was I off somewhere, baby, just too high? Can't remember if we said goodbye. Can't remember if we said goodbye. 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 Thank you very much. Thanks. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm nervous as hell getting up here. All right, that was the first song. I'm probably going to use the pick on the second song just to. And I'm turning 60 pretty soon, about a month and a half or 2 months. Let's see, a couple months. And so this is my 60th birthday present to myself. So, yeah, triple O, yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Well, I'll try a song that I wrote a long time ago. And I haven't played it in a long time, so it's a little. Rises on an open field. I breathe in the air, make the magic real. I never knew that life could be this good. People say that I'm the lucky one, get to travel about and have such fun. They could have it too, and I wish they would. Life's too short to be good. Da, 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 da. I love my baby like I knew I would. Have a high time, we have it good. People stop and watch us walk on by. People talking about happiness. Fred Hotchkiss home, the good times past. They don't know that they're wasting their time. Sometimes you fight, sometimes you walk away. You got to live your life high every day. Sometimes you roll on worry if you should. Life's too short to be good. Da, 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 bum, bum, oh, dear, da, 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 oh, dear, da, 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 oh, dear, da, bum, bum. Life's too short, life's too short. I said life's too short to be good. Da, 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 Thank you very much. It was worth the flight.
Thanks, Eric. That was great. You were all great. Well, thank you, all you acoustic villagers. How many of you here have not been to Acoustic Village yet? Okay. Well, everybody that you heard tonight are regulars at Acoustic Village. It's a fabulous open mic. It is every third Thursday of every month. However, I think after the new year, I think it's going to be switched to every third Wednesday. Is that correct, Shelley? That's correct. Oh, good. Yeah. So all the open mics will be on Wednesday. Yeah. Well, that makes a lot of sense, don't you think? It's easy for me. Yes. So we got one more tune for you to close out this set. And I want to thank you all for being such a stellar audience and all you wonderful performers. Thank you, Joan and Max and Eric and Dave and Patrick and Dov Rubin. I know most of you that come to Acoustic Village know Dov, the piano player. He was supposed to be here tonight, but he got really sick. So yeah. You want to talk a little bit? Why I get tuned up.
Thank you again. So I wrote this song during 2017. Portland had gone through a really rough time. Really bad thing happened on a MAX train, and it kind of just shook me to the core. And I said that I wanted to somehow make an anthem, write an anthem that would inspire me, keep me going, and I wasn't going to leave my room until I wrote it. Luckily, I wrote it. How can we heal? There's so much hate. We're caught on a wheel of a darkening fate. I've only one voice and a soul that's laid bare. You'll sing with me and we'll get there. The talk is so loud, no one can hear. Bully and a crowd stoke their own fear. I've only two hands join with me and we'll get there. Sowing division, zealots unbound. Let's make a decision to find common ground. I've only 2 feet. Each step is my prayer. You'll walk with me and we'll get there. We dream a place with open doors. We'll live in grace once this living form. The world is on fire, brings us to our knees. The love takes us higher and truth sets us free. I've only one heart, but if you will dare, share yours with me and we'll get there. I've only one heart, but if you will dare to share yours with me and we'll get there. We'll get there.
Inga Hooga House.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Richard.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Artichoke. We love you.
Yes, thank you all for being here and supporting this wonderful place.
Sorry, I was too fast. Okay, we're back. Thank you so much, Richard, for bringing all these wonderful musicians and songwriters. You know, this is a lot. This is what Artichoke's about. It's feeling. It's, you know, people that I really respect who write songs who spend months trying to find the one right word. You can tell when you hear those songs that they didn't just knock it out and take it. So thank you, and thank you to Richard and Inga and Patrick and Joan and Max and David and Eric, and I think I got everybody. So the next thing we're going to do, we're going to talk a little bit about the silent auction. Then we're going to show a video while we do a set change, and I'll talk about that in a minute. So hopefully when you came in, you all got a list of the items that we're auctioning off. You know, there's a couple of really unique things here. Number one, the sign that used to hang behind the stage, probably in several addresses, Cafe Artichoke sign. Don't worry, we have 2 of them, so I'm not giving them both up, but we are going to auction one off because we don't really have the space, and I think there might be somebody who might love to have that in their home. So that's item number 1. Number 2, when this used to be set up as a cafe instead of a theater, we had these really cool tile tables, which Richard just informed me he paid for, and the sign. And a lot of people, I think, have some really good memories of those tables. I've already sold a couple of them to people who are like, where are the tables? Where are the tables? So we're going to auction those off, too. There's 4 of them. They've got wear and tear. You guys have probably all drank and listened to music on those and eaten food and shared with your friends. So there's a lot of history in those tables. So there's 4 of them, and what we'll do is when the auction closes, which is November 1st, we have plenty of time, whoever the 4 people are with the top 4 bids, you can come and pick out the one you want. Whoever gets here first gets first dibs, second dibs, whatever. So if you think you want one of those tables, I will tell you they're heavy. I can deliver them within 50 miles, unless you pay a whole lot of money, and I'll deliver them further, but it's not something we can ship. So even though we do have people on the live stream, that would be cost prohibitive to ship that. Then, many of you were at our 50th anniversary show at the Alberta Rose. It was just a fabulous day. I loved it because all the tribes came together, and even Judith Cook Tucker, who started this 52 years ago now, flew up from California. It was just the most wonderful day. Anyway, we have one autographed poster left. Every performer, every owner, every executive director that was on site has autographed that photograph or that poster. So it's off getting professionally framed. So we're going to auction that off. There's a couple of the 50th anniversary hats, so we're going to throw that in the bundle. There's also a copy of the city of Portland actually proclaimed Artichoke Community Music Day. So we have a copy of that. It's kind of cool, very unique. And then a couple of little things we'll throw in. So that's our 50th anniversary bundle. That's number 3. Then we have some really cool private parties. Not everybody wants stuff. Some of us are in the stage of our lives that we would prefer experiences. So we have house concerts generously donated from Woodlander, who will close the evening out, Matt Meehan and Richie Bellinger, John Bunzo, who, full disclosure, I'm his manager. That's how I found this place. I went, oh, what is this, you know? Ann Weiss has some classes. That's number 7. Number 8, now don't laugh. There are 30 CDs in here. It's a grab bag. Who knows what's in here? There's going to be some great surprises. But I didn't charge very much for that because not everybody has a lot of money. So if you want to join in and you still have a CD player, not everybody still does, there are some really cool things there. And we'll be adding another item next week. Richard has just also offered to do a private party. So we'll be adding that to the auction site as soon as we can get that up there. So in talking about the auction site, out on the bookcase, out in the middle there is a sheet for every single item. And on that, there's a little QR code that will take you to the auction site. Like I said, it's live right now. You can scan the QR code. If you don't know how to do that, I can help you, or I can show you what the actual website place is. It'll also be on our website. If you have signed up for our newsletter, which I hope you all have, my wonderful assistant on the East Coast, who's working now at 10 o'clock her time, is putting together a how-to with links, so it'll be really easy. If you're on the newsletter, she'll send out a separate newsletter either tomorrow or Monday, and you will be able just to click on that and find out what you need to do to bid. Now, if you still have trouble, there is a contact form on our website. Just fill that out. It goes right to Sarah. She'll be happy to help you. Or you can always call me, but I don't answer my phone often. Well, I don't if I don't know the number, so email and text is better. Someone asked while we were having music if they could just donate. Absolutely. If you go to the auction website, there's a place there you can just donate. If you don't want any stuff, but you still want to help us, you can donate there. You can also always go to our website and donate there. And if you want to put a note, this was for the telethon, or this is for whatever, you can put a note on there. We're happy to take donations that way. So, anybody have questions about the silent auction? No? Has anybody done an online auction before? A couple people, good. It's really fun because you don't have to be here. You don't have to be rushing to say, I'm going to beat this person. You can see it in real time. If you've bid something, it'll tell you if somebody bids the next increment up. And right at noon, on 11/1 at noon, just keep that date, then we'll close it off and we'll let the winners know. So what we're going to do now, while we're doing our set change, Gary has put together a couple of really cool videos. I don't know how many of you, was anybody here for the Olive Club concerts this summer? Anybody? Leslie, I thought you were. Okay, if you don't know who Olive Club is, when I went to Sisters a year ago, I was told, go see Olive Club. 26 years old. The whole place was packed. It was an outdoor place. She had lines down. And the first song she did, she said, oh, by the way, I'm 26 now, and when I was 16, the first place I ever played this song was at Artichoke Music in Portland. I went, hello. So got a hold of her, tried to book her in here. She says, I really want to play there again. And then she goes, oh, it only holds 50 people. I usually play 100 to 200. And I was like, oh, no. And then she says, why don't I just do a residency? Okay. So we did 3 nights in August, flipping August. How many people came here to a show in August? I would guess nobody. She sold out in 1 week. Different audience members every single night, because I didn't tonight because I know most of your faces. But usually one of the first things I ask is, how many people are here for the first time? It was like the whole crowd. And they didn't come back, night 1, night 2, night 3. It was all unique people. For all those people to find this wonderful space, it was just the best. And she's moving back to Portland. I'm so happy. They're moving back to Portland. Definitely going to try and involve her and a couple of other young women who are moving here from Nashville that are in their 20s to help us build the next community. Like, you guys have all been part of it. There have been several iterations. We got to get the next one going, and they're very, very interested in being part of that. So we're going to see that video, and what was the other one, Gary?
Just that one right now.
Just that one right now. Okay, we'll have some other videos later. So we'll let Gary run that. If you have questions about the silent auction or anything else, be sure and just come up and find me. So thank you all for coming very much.
This is indeed the first place I ever played an original song. And I feel like I should just start with that song, just to like kick us all off. I wasn't going to, but now I'm like, I feel like I have to. I feel like that's like part of it. But yeah, this song is called Spirit in Disguise. And when I was 16, I was like so embarrassed and so scared. And now the song has over 1 million streams, which is really weird. And I feel like I feel the spirit of my 16-year-old self here. So yeah, I'm gonna play the song. She's a beautiful fool, but an ugly intellectual. She disregards the rules, but they tie her down. No, she can't make a sound. She's cynically optimistic, unintentionally cryptic. She's not free yet, but she wants to be. Oh, she's a spirit in disguise. She's a goddess with a knack for climbing trees. She's a maniac and she'll dance alone in the middle of the street. She's radiant but fragile. There's a universe behind each smile. She's not free yet, but she wants to be. Oh, she's a spirit in disguise. Spirit in disguise. Anyways, I'm going to play what I think is my most underrated song from that EP. And it's called The Big Game. And I listened to it the other day, and I played through it to practice. And I was like, oh, I wrote this when I was 18, but it's like still very relevant to my life, and I think it's very sweet.
Nothing in that one over yet. There it is. There it is now. Sounds good.
There's a Bible on the floor. There's an empty vodka bottle in my underwear drawer. Chin up, child, oh, what a life you have ahead. That's what they're all saying. If I could only find my head. Is it missing? Is it hiding? Was it ever there? Has its power been obstructed by my frizzy mess of hair? I don't know, but I'm anxious and I know that I'm not ready. But I don't know how much longer I can wait. switch is on and I'm not too strong. And the weather, it will weather my thin skin. And I'll live for tomorrow, yeah, I'll live for you. I'll sing to the stars just to thank them for the moon. And a shoulder to rest on at the break of dawn. And my laughter will be tainted with sin. 'Cause contrary to what they tell you to do, I'll never be playing this game to win. I'm a walking bridge burner. The soles of my shoes, they are laced with kerosene. Endings don't always breed possibilities. I'm sure I'll learn it one day, but for now just leave me be. Now I'm alone and I'm anxious, and I know that I'm not ready, but I don't know how much longer I can wait. Chaos and confusion are so bittersweet. 90 years of living, you might never feel complete. But the search is on and I'm getting strong. I won't let the weather weather my thin skin. And I'll live for tomorrow, yeah, I'll live for you. I'll sing to the stars just to thank them for the moon. And a shoulder to rest on at the break of dawn. And my laughter will be tainted with sin. Because contrary to what they tell you to do, I'll never be playing this game to win. Oh, I'll never be playing this game to win.
I'll get used to that light. Anyway, if you guys want to check out her music, it's Olive Klug, Klug. So next, honestly, this whole community, every time we need help,
This is
everybody
indeed the
steps
first place.
up. Just like Richard did, just like Woodlander and Lloyd Jones, for Pete's sake. He cracked his head today, and he's here. What a guy. So Lloyd does, if you don't know, Lloyd does First Fridays, and he always has a different guest. And I'm telling you, the stories, the music's fabulous as well, but the stories that come out, and the one with Norman Sylvester was probably the best one. And I know you've got a couple of favorites too. So Lloyd's going to play a set for us tonight. He's going to do a couple of songs solo, and then he's going to bring Mark Shark up. Mark is one of our newest teachers, and if you don't know who Mark Shark is, you should look him up. He's got, I know, one book, The Tao of Tunings, and I think you've got another one too. Is there another one? Bunch of them, okay. Phenomenal guitar player. He's one of our newest teachers, so he's here on Thursdays and looking for new students. So thank you, Portland Music, for closing your store so we could get him here. We tried, it worked. So anyway, let's hear Lloyd Jones and then Mark Shark. Thank you all.
Just so you know, that's Shelley. She's the brains of the outfit. And she's the hardest working person I know. And I love it here. Artichoke, it's a music venue for all styles, all kinds of things. It's a creative place. There's no sports TV or singles bars. It's sit down and listen to somebody So it's put some time into it. It's their life's work. They're serious professionals in all styles. It's really a creative area. Oh yeah, you ready, baby? Run here, mama. Turn the lamp down low. Run here, like I said, baby, got to turn your lamp down low. I said, you got to never turn a good back from your door. I said, mama died, let me reckless. Papa died, let me poor child cry, good looking. Somebody sweet ain't a child. Oh yeah. It's another thing. I said, mama got him, papa got him. Looked on the corner, sister, brother got him. You know by now, mama got a sister, brother. Now all got him too. I think you know by now, I'm talking about them old Statesboro blues, Statesboro, Georgia, you know by now. Yeah, come on. Run here like I said. Won't you turn the lamp low? I said, run here, baby, got him. Turn your lamp down low. I say you got the nerve to turn this good man from your door. Don't you do it to me, babe. 'Cause you know by now mama got him, papa got him. Looked on the corner, sister, brother got him. You know mama got him, sister, brother, grandma, all got him too. I think you know by now I'm talking about Statesboro blues. I think you know, like I said, got him sweet old Georgia blues. Everybody love the Statesboro blues. Thank you so much. I didn't know there was going to be audience. I thought it was going to be an interweb kind of deal, and I don't even know where the camera is, but people get hip to Artichoke music and all the different kinds of music that go on here. Well, I'm glad, you know, I'm so glad. Well, I'm glad, I'm glad. Tired of work, that I'm tired of waiting. Well, I'm tired of grieving for you. Be my little darling, would you be my dear? Would you be my darling, my dear? I say, ooh, ooh, baby, I just love it when you sweet talk to baby, talk to me. Ooh, baby. I said, would you be my little darling? Would you be my dear? Would you be my my darling, my dear. I said, ooh, baby. I love it when you sweet talking, baby, talking to me. Oh, yes. Well, I'm so glad. You know, I'm glad. I said, I'm glad. I'm so glad, baby. I'm so glad you're here. Makes it much better. Yeah. This is cool. This is very nice. I like the intimacy of it all because some of you, I even know your names. Sonny Bowen said, ain't that a pity? Man, ain't that a crying shame? He said, man, ain't that a pity? You know by now. Ain't that a crying shame? Wait till it's 9 below zero. Throw me out for some of them, man. I give you all my money, all my love. I gave you everything. I gave you all my money, baby. I give you all my love. I give you everything. Wait till it's 9 below zero. Throw me out to that other man. Don't do it like that. All my money, baby, give me money. All my love, I gave you everything. I gave her all my money, I gave her all my love, I gave her everything. She waited till it 9 below zero just to throw me out for that other man. That's right, I said 9 below zero. She threw me out, I think, for the very last time this time. I said, it's 9 below zero. I think she threw me out for the very last time. Got no place to stay, and you know, people ain't got a lousy dime. King of them all, Sonny Boy Williamson. Yeah, you don't have that again. Didn't have no Spotify when I came up with this stuff. You had to go see him and sitting in with them, and I was lucky enough to play with a lot of these people back in the day when white audiences were just learning about this black music, and they'd come out here to play and need a band, and there was a few of us, Paul DeLay, Curtis Salgado. We were kids, but we was, show me how that goes. Leave that string open. Leave that little open one down there. That gives it that sound. You got to have that in that song. I said, thank you. But they were so glad we were, they were in Chicago, Southside Chicago, had no idea this music was reaching out to Oregon. Where is Oregon again? And here we were, all interested, so they say, you got to keep it alive. Probably be the last time out here, so keep it alive, yeah. So I thought that was my job. But I've always loved the music just because of that connection of that time and place. Now, I'm going to do one of my songs that this is one that I saw being written. I thought, I know where that came from. I was down in Nashville making a record with the band, and the studio didn't have any electricity, any plumbing, so they had to go outside. And I heard this horrendous noise, this roaring noise. What's that sound? And they said, oh, that's just I thought the aphids were killing the crops and it was going to wipe out everything. And they said, no, it's just the frogs in the creek. I knew that. And next night, I said, man, you wouldn't believe it. There was a meteor shower. It was fantastic. He said, no, those are fireflies. What? We don't have those. But this is down in Tennessee, so this is called Summertime in Tennessee. Rolling hills down Tennessee made me feel at home. Made me think about all I missed since moving on, like Laura May's cooking, late night picking, sweet Georgia peach pie, oh my, and those frogs and those fireflies. Fireflies and those frogs, you know they love a summer night. You can hear them call, you can watch them twinkle bright, looking for a mate, looking for love, looking for the one they've been dreaming of. So come along with me, let me show you what I see. Late at night when it's cold down, there's no one around. We look up to the stars, all the secrets are just you and I, baby. No frogs, no fireflies. Fireflies and no frogs, you know they just love a summer night. You can hear them call, you can watch them twinkle bright. Looking for a mate, looking for love, looking for the one they've been dreaming of. So come along with me, let me show you what I see. Late at night when the sun goes down, baby, there's no one around. We look up to the stars, and all the secrets are just you and I, baby. Those frogs, those fireflies. Yeah. Summertime in Tennessee. Now, we mentioned the great Mark Shark, who's moved into our territory, and he's a treasure. He's really something. And so I want to get Mark Shark up here and take it to another level. Oh, man, he's got a history you won't believe. Nobody knows he's here. He's stuck into Portland. It was dark, Lloyd. Dark and cold and raining. Dark and cold and raining. You doing all right? Yeah. It's Saturday night, you know. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, I'll do a classic here. This is called Key to the Highway. This is a Big Bill Bruins. He's known for this, but he didn't write it. A friend of his wrote it. And there's an interview with Big Bill. He tells great stories, and a lot of this music had really important information. In the black community, after slavery, if you tried to get a job, they'd have you work for 2-3 weeks and then just not pay you. So they'd say that a lot of the songs are telling you, go over here, they'll pay you. Don't go. He was talking about he walked like 14 miles to get this gig working on the road, and it got done. And he wore his shoes out. He had no shoes. By the time he got there, they were gone. And he worked for 2 weeks, and he got all done, and they decided not to pay him, and he had no shoes. So he knows what he's talking about. I got Johnny Shines came out here. Now Johnny Shines, the real deal, came up in the Chicago blues. One of the few from that era that was still around. When I was younger, we went out to Reed College because he was doing a clinic. I thought, well, this is cool. It was supported. He was touring all the colleges under the Johnny Walker Black Label. So he had a whiskey support, which I thought was kind of funny. But it was really fun to just sit down in a little room like this. There was only about 8 of us that showed up. But, man, you know, he would tell us stuff that we never knew about Chicago and about a lot of the players and a history to the song. But this was originally like a Dixieland tune before Big Bill got a hold of it. And this is how Johnny did it. Said I got the key to the highway, baby, I'm bound to go. I'm only running this time, baby, no, you know, walking most too slow. Give me one more kiss, mama. I said, darling, just before you go, I'm only running this time, I believe, but I'm walking most too slow. You know when the moon people about, you know what, I'll be on my way. I'm in Rome's old highway, you know by now, till my dying day. That thing you do. I said, you know where I'm better known. You know, you ain't done nothing but drive the good man from his home. Look out. So long, baby. I said, bye-bye, baby, bye-bye. Out in Rome's old highway, you know, till the day I die. So I want you to give me one more kiss, like I said, yes. Baby, don't do it before I go. I'm gonna leave running this time by you now. Walking both too slow. Key to the Highway, a classic by I heard you. Woo! I heard somebody. Now, the thing about this giant country we have is there's all kinds of little cultures within it. And we go down to New Orleans, they got New Orleans blues. My favorite guitar player, Snooks Eaglin, down New Orleans way, does a Benny Spillman tune I've always liked. I hope you dig this, called Lipstick Traces in a New Orleans Way. G. Lipstick traces on a cigarette. Made me linger, baby, you know, of you yet. I'm telling telling you that like I told you before. I so in love with you. Don't you leave me no more. Pretty brown eyes, curly hair. I can't go home no more now, baby, you know, because you're not there. I'm telling you now, like I told you before. I saw me in love with you. Don't you leave me no more. Won't you come back home? Won't you come back home? Yeah. I'm crazy about you, baby. Can't do without you. Won't you come back home? Pretty brown eyes, curly hair. I can't go home like I said, baby, now you're not there. I'm telling you now like I told you before. I'm so in love with you. Don't you leave me no more. Won't you come back home? Won't you come back home? You know I'm crazy about you. I can't do without you. Got to come back home. Lipstick traces on that cigarette. Memory linger, you know, babe, I say, of you yet. I'm telling you now, like I told you before. I'm so in love with you. Look out now. I'm crazy about you. I can't do without you. Yeah. I'm so in love with you. Don't you leave me no more. Yeah, that's New Orleans all the way, all the way. I'm going to do a song. This is so old, I don't even know where it came from. But it's a great song. And again, I heard a Big Bill do it. There's a video of him, a real beatnik thing with black and white. There's cigarette smoke in the video. You don't see that anymore. When did you leave heaven, the name of this? Are you ready, baby? How could they let you go? Got to tell me. I just got to know. How could you leave heaven just for these earthly things? When did you lose your halo? Oh, tell me. When you drop your swing, when you lose your wings, I got to know. I said, well, ladies, tell me now, can you get back in? And if I were, you know, if I was to kiss you, tell me, would that be a sin? You know I'm only human, and you are so divine. When did you leave heaven? Won't you tell me? Won't you tell me, angel mine? Tell me, I got to know. I said, well, I miss you, baby. Tell me, can you get back in? And if I were, you know, about to kiss you, would that be tell me, would that be a sin? You know I'm only human. Baby, you're so divine. When did you leave heaven? Won't you tell me? Won't you tell me? Won't you tell me, angel mine? I got it now. I had the other song in my head. I took a tumble last night. Banged my head on the sidewalk, and they had the sidewalk that goes like this with the leaves over it. By the time I realized what happened, boom! Squashed my head and knocked my glasses off, but mainly I tried to stop it in this shoulder. I can't lift this arm up, but for guitar, it's perfect. It's still all right. So I got the whirlies like the old days. I got to put one foot down just to slow it down, right? Whoa. So things aren't right there, but on the other hand, music is such a good remedy. You get your mind on the music and you forget about all those things, and I'll be back in no time.
I did see in the Selwood newspaper this morning, it said doctors examine Lloyd Jones's head.
Well, I think the last song proves it. I couldn't think of the first. If you get the first word of the song, the whole song comes out. But if you don't, but I had your help, so thank you. I love that song, and that's never happened on that one. I know that one all the way through.
Never happened.
But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Ain't no big thing. Well, how long? We started late. How long do we? I'll just go on and on. You know.
Probably two more.
Two more. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. because of that tune. Let's be in the key A, 41415. Yes, I will very soon. Well, let's see if I can remember the name of it.
Oh, okay, no.
Going down slow. People, I had my fun. I don't get well no more. I had my fun. You know if I don't get well no more. My health failing. Believe I'm going down slow. I don't need no doctor. People, doctor can't do me no good. I don't need no doctor, baby. Said the doctor can't do me no good. My own fault by night, you know. People didn't do the things I should. Oh, tell me the truth. Don't lie. Do it again. If you see my mama, please tell her to shape I'm here. I said, if you see my mother, please tell her the shape I'm in. Ask her, have mercy, won't you? Won't you forgive me for my sin? Oh my. People on the next train south. I want you to look for my clothes on. You know, on the next train south, got to look for my clothes on. You don't see my body. All you can do is weep and moan. Nasty dude. I feel so good. I feel so good. Kinley Morganfield. All right. All right. I got a letter come to me by mail. Said my baby should come home. I hope she don't fail. I feel so good. I feel so good. Well, I feel so good, baby, like ball and jack. All right. Down to the station, going down to catch a train. I'm gonna catch that woman I love, and you know I got that aim. I feel so good. I feel so good. Well, I feel so good, baby, like ball and jack. You know I love my whiskey, crazy about my good corn gin. I get to dancing with the friends of mine, and I reel around in the wind. Woo! Feels so good. Yeah. Feels so good. Well, it feels so good, baby, like ball and jack. Said feel so good. I hope I always will. Feel just like Jack with a chinny. I said out behind the hill. I feel so good. I feel so good. Well, I feel so good, baby, like ball and jack. So good. I hope I always will. Feel just like a jack with a chinny. I say, I'm behind the hill. I feel so good. You know, I feel so good. Well, I feel so good, baby, like ball and jack. Yeah, you know I love my whiskey, crazy about my good corn gin. I get to dancing with a friend of mine, and I reel around in the wind. I feel so good. Oh, feel so good. Well, feel so good. Baby, I'm ball and jack. Take me home. Shark, yeah. This is such a great venue. They have workshops. They have Mark Shark teaching the guitar, but they have fun too. It's not so serious now. There's all kinds of styles of music. You know, we have so much talent in this part of the country people may not know about. So check out Artichoke Music and see what Shelley's up to. It's always good. Thank you for being with us.
woke everybody up, huh? Thanks again to Lloyd and to Mark Shark. And Mark, I hear you're leaving town. Are you going somewhere?
Oh, I'm just on, next week I gotta make a little trip down to LA for something.
Yeah? Who are you going to play with in L.A.?
That's classified.
Oh. Okay. Well, I won't. Yeah. Anyway, if you know anybody that needs to take lessons, boy, he's the real deal. Really quickly, if you don't want to donate on the silent auction, there's tons of other things that you can use this building for and what we have. So I'm going to give you some ideas. There's Krispy Kreme donuts out there. And if you use our link to buy dozens, we get half of it. So if you spend $15 for a dozen donuts, we get $7.50. That goes through Halloween. You could sponsor programming. We're going to start, I do like to stretch boundaries. In January, we're going to start a monthly open mic for rap and hip hop. So if anybody wants to sponsor that, and if you're really brave, you can come on the 30th and come to the Nightmare on Powell. So one of our new sound folks, Jason Yelton, is bringing 5 bands here. We're going to do it from 7 to 11. God help me. But this is going to be rap and hip hop in here. So it's urban folk music. We're stretching boundaries. Got to do it. Other things that we could use sponsors for, I don't know if you know that Kelly Brightwell and Woody Moran have re-energized the Song Circle that used to happen. That's once a month. If you know people that don't know about it and they want to come, it would be great if we could get some more folks out here. It would also be great if somebody could sponsor it. The Bluegrass Jam, there's a Sunday Bluegrass Jam, the second and fourth Sundays. That would be great to have a sponsor. I mean, they're so great. They give us their little $5, you know, and they come all the time. But it's a wonderful jam. But if anybody really loves that kind of music, you could sponsor that. And this morning, Tracy Rose Brown comes and she does a harp jam. If you're ever stressed out, I'm telling you, you come here on the Sunday or the Saturdays that she's here, you can just sit here and hear this beautiful harp music. It will just take you to another place. She's just amazing. Have you ever thought about renting the venue out for a party, birthday party, corporate event? There's a lot of times this room's empty, and we would love to rent it out and have parties here. Last Monday, we shot a music video here, complete with a fog machine. So, and if any of you know who Ben Rice is, you may not, but he's got a show at the Alberta Rose on, I think, November 7th, and he will be showing that video with all of our stuff. You know, our drum is in it, our signs in it, our bars in it, and it's called Crushing on the Bartender. So it's a little bit of a rocker, but whatever. And then we're going to have a couple things that are going to come out with more details in the next 2 weeks. We're going to try to build a street team to help us promote some of our shows. That's the hardest thing, is to let people know what we have going on here. All the time people go, oh, I would have come to that if I'd known. Nothing breaks my heart more, but it happens. If you're not on the newsletter, it's really easy to miss things. But, you know, we have to hit so many different types of social media these days to hit people. And I'll tell you, it's tough. We do 20 shows a month, and to try and do them all justice, there just aren't enough of us. We're a small and mighty team. We're the SAM team. We're also going to do an adoption program, and I'm working on that. If you've noticed, the outside of our building maybe isn't putting our best face forward and hasn't for a while. It's really expensive to get everything done, so we're going to chunk it up, and we're going to see if people maybe want to adopt window number 1, window number 2. Maybe adopt our t-shirt program. We closed out all of our old t-shirts earlier this year, but we need money to buy the next round of t-shirts. Once we get the first initial order in, it'll pay for itself, but maybe somebody would like to adopt our t-shirt program. Some of us of a certain age have to do IRA distributions, you know, keep us in mind for that. And keep doing what you're doing. Come to shows, take classes, buy instruments from us. If you have instruments sitting around your house that you don't play anymore, bring them in and consign them. You know, there's just so many ways. We have a lot of different ways that we have to put everything together like a big jigsaw puzzle to keep this place going. So I'm not going to talk anymore. We're going to go ahead and do the set change. But Gary's going to show us, and I don't know how many of you know who Curtis Salgado is. He absolutely loves this room. And he and Alan Hager play here. This will be the 3rd Thanksgiving weekend in a row, 3rd year in a row. Sells out every single time, and it is magic in this room. Saturday night's almost sold out. There's still some tickets for Friday. But what we usually do is if you're one of our Patreon people, we let you buy tickets first. Then we let our newsletter people buy tickets. Then we open it up to the general public. So if you give us your emails or do our Patreon, you get some bennies for that. And we're going to talk about that a little later. But we're going to do, Gary's got one video of Curtis Salgado and Alan Hager while we finish setting up. Thank you.
Let's do this right here. Big Joe Williams, he also recorded on Delmar, but he also recorded this song in 1920s, about 1928. I think this song came out first with him, I think. turn your lamp down low so I can love you slow. Baby, please don't go. You see your man is gone. You see your man is gone. You see your man is gone to the county farm. Got his shackles on. Thank you.
Okay, we've got enough blues now. Next, these guys, Woodlander. It's another bunch of people in this amazing community. Every single time when we ask them their help, they're there. They did the most successful event at Dina Cola's. I don't know if any of you know that we do probably every other month, every 3 months, a night of free music at Dina Cola's up the street. It's an Italian restaurant, and they give us a percentage of their drink and meals for the evening. It's East Coast Italian. It's very traditional. They just got named one of the 100 best restaurants in the country, and they have offered their space to us many times. But Woodlander had the most successful one, and they, here they are again tonight. And they also have a house concert that they gave us. So let's hear some music from Woodlander.
You got it? Okay.
She waits and she watches while we're walking to the mine. Every morning without fail, when rain or shine, her eyes always find me wherever I might be. She never says a word, she just stands and stares at me. Mr. and maiden, standing by the road, as out of place here as a diamond necklace on the toe. Where does she come from? Where does she stay? And why does she look at me that way? Each day I go back underground, I worry for my life, while no one waits at home for me to ease my strain and strife. The gas and the cave-ins claim so many men. I always go in wondering if I'll see the sky again. Oh, Mr. and Maiden, could she be a spy? If she heard us talking Union, would she testify? Why does she come here? Why does she stay? And why does she look at me that way? Long black gown, glittering crown, in the face so very fair, I can't believe that I'm the only one who sees her there. My buddies say I'm seeing things, but quickly look away, and I'm left to ponder what it is that no one wants to say. Whenever I look look into her eyes, she smiles a little more. But there's also something in her face that wasn't there before. At week's end, if I walk out, still whole and hale and free, I swear I'll ask that maiden if she please will marry me. Mr. and maiden, please love me or leave. Don't be so keen to see me if you're not prepared to grieve. Where do you come from? Why do you stay? And why do you look at me that way? Oh, Mr. and maiden, won't she leave her lonely home? It's hard to think this miner's life is anything she'd want. Where does she come from? Why does she stay? And why does she look at me that way? Where does she come from? Why does she stay? And why does she look at me that way?
Thank you. So, as Shelley said, we are Woodlander. That's Paul Douglas, Carrie Canfield. Carrie wrote that song. My name is Will Hobbs, and I wrote the next song about the gold rush of 1849. Not everybody got rich. 1, 2, 3. I schoonered across the prairies with my horses and my kin. The Conestoga rolled along, our worldly wealth within. Sutter's Mill had gold enough to make your senses spin. We were headed there to take our share when the mountain bid us in. I believe the lure of gold so strong it's got to be a sin. Wise men turn the other way, but the fool falls right in. It was early in October when we reached that mountain pass. Coldest day of travel, the storm was rising fast. My little girl was crying, for a pain was in her chest. The horse's feet were dragging, so we stopped to take a rest. We'd finished with our supper when the snow began to fall. Cold wind blew so bitter we were scared to move at all. So I stoked the fire, we settled down. Snow came piling round. When the morning light shone through the pines, there was 4 feet on the ground. I believe the lure of gold so strong it's got to be a sin. Wise men turn the other way, but the fool falls right in. Our food ran low as we waited there, praying for our lives. My daughter, she grew silent, and so did my wife. By the time the snow had melted, we were weary to the bone. My wife and daughter had enough, they left and headed home. Well, I struck out in the gold fields. I lost the ones I love. I miss my wife and child so much, the pain has made me numb. But I can't go back, I found no gold, she found another man. I curse that early winter storm that ripped me from my kin. In the end, it was a lure of gold, it was greed that did me in. Wise men turned the other way, like a fool I fell right in. I believe the lure of gold so strong it's got to be a sin. Wise men turn the other way, but the fool falls right in. Wise men turn the other way, but the fool falls right in.
Thank you.
Gary, could I get a little more of my guitar in my ear?
Now, this is a song that I heard a number of years ago out of Ireland. I don't know who wrote it, but it's a song about moonshine. And the more I sang it, the more I liked it.
Probably too recent to actually be considered traditional, but since we don't know who wrote it, we'll call it traditional.
Or how long ago, or copyright, or anything.
Yep.
Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise band. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Keep your eyes well peeled today. The excise men are apathy.
I'm going to start that first verse over again.
Keep your eyes well peeled today. The excise men are on their way, searching for that mountain tay in the hills of Connemara. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Now a gallon for the butcher and a quart for Tom, and a bottle for poor old Father John, to help the poor old dear along in the hills of Connemara. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Swing to the left and swing to the right. The excise men can dance all night, drinking up the tay till the broad daylight in the hills of Connemara. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Now stand your ground, for it's too late. The excise men are at the gate. Glory be to Paddy, but they're drinking it straight in the hills of Connemara. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. Gather up the pots and the old tin can, the mash, the corn, the barley, and the bran, and run like the devil from the excise man. Keep the smoke from rising, Barney. In the hills of Connemara.
Thank you. Thank you. Now we have an instrumental written by Paul Douglas, which takes place mainly on the guitar, or that's where it started anyway. But then Will had to get into the act with the mandolin.
Then we both do.
Thank you.
This is a song I wrote just a few months ago, actually. So this is one of the newest ones we have. Oh, that's right. Capo. Where is my capo?
Okay.
Wheat fields to woodlands wandering, we chased our eternal muse. Took a break from the endless road while our golden families grew. But when the music beckoned, we had no other choice. Forever bound together by instrument and voice. So here's to all the sights we've seen and all the songs we've sung. Here's to all the friends we found and all the days to come. The wave we rode in the early days may never rise again. But echoes of those bygone times rumble now and then. Like distant thunder, it keeps us under our gentle siren spell. Though older now, we know somehow we'll never say farewell. So here's to all the sights we've seen and all the songs we've sung. Here's to all the friends we found and all the days to come. Yeah, here's to all the sights we've seen and all the songs we've sung. Here's to all the friends we found and all the days to come. For when the music beckons,
we had no other choice.
We're bound together by instrument and voice.
Thanks. Thank you.
You might notice we like to switch instruments.
And you want to mute the bass, or it will feedback. And since I can't trust it to be a note that I want,
Has everyone voted? Yeah. Isn't it fun? Feels so good this year. So it's a song that Carrie wrote. Once again, changing genres. We do that a lot too. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I read red. It's peeking into the danger zone. We must pay all debts in full, I swear, and soon. Wash my white, please make it clean again for good. All our history stained so deep, we share what comes. Colors of the world, split in bad weather. Colors of the world, all run together. Colors of the world, can't last forever. Colors of the world, free here together. Loveless green, I inherit the pain my luck has cost. The father's sins haunt the children's life. We lose, they bad, bitter ghosts. Colors of the world, split in bad weather. Colors of the world, all run together. Colors of the world, that can't last forever. Colors of the world, free here together. Rainbow bloom, your light comfort the mournful sky. When sunshine through the lifting mist, the storm is done. Colors of the world, split in bad weather. Colors of the world, all run together. Colors of the world, can't last forever. Colors of the world, ooh. Thank you.
Thank you. This next song was inspired by an encounter Kerry had with his child.
Yes, I tried giving them some instruction about something to do in the kitchen with the microwave, and they said, "Dad, I'm way ahead of you." And then they came out of the kitchen and said, "You know, could you write a country song using that line?" And so over the next hour and a half, I did. And gave them half credit, because if they hadn't suggested it, I wouldn't have done the song. 1, 2, 1, 2. You say you can't remember what we like together. I'm way ahead of you. You say we're not so much like birds of a feather. I'm way ahead of you. You say you're sometimes surprised that we even get along. I'm way ahead of you. You say you want it to be right, but is too much already wrong. I'm way ahead of you. I'm way ahead of you is all that I could say. And oh, instead of you, I have myself to myself today. You say you're not sure how to act when you're beside me. I'm way ahead of you. You say you know we made a vow, and not just idly. I'm way ahead of you. You say you don't know what you'd do if I walked out. I'm way ahead of you. You say you wonder how you'd live with all the doubt. I'm way ahead of you. I'm way ahead of you. It hurts so hard to say. And now instead of you, there's an empty space in your place today. You'll say you'll always wonder what if things were different. I'm way ahead of you. But if things were all that different, would I have found you? Thank you. And, you know, we do these short sets. We do a lot of different kinds of music, and we try to, you know, give a little bit of everything, but this sure must seem nuts sometimes. You know, it's kind of like, what? How does this song relate to the one they just did? Well, it doesn't.
Yeah, don't try to sane wash it. Is that right? It's all crazy.
Thank you. And now, in keeping with the Irish theme, see, some things do kind of, relate, flow onward a little bit.
Yeah, except this
Sometimes. Except this Irish tune was written by a guy from Tennessee, so.
But you might know it anyway.
And
Yeah, in fact, if you know the chorus to this song when it comes around,
please sing along.
Please sing along.
Hang on. Ordinarily, this would be a tin whistle, but I can't play the bouzouki at the same time. Tin whistle, so. Hang on a second. Okay, yeah.
Well, I took a stroll down the old long walk on the I met a pretty girl and we stopped to talk on the fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? And I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl round the Salt Hill prom with a Galway girl. We were halfway there when the rain came down on the day. So she asked me up to a flat downtown on a fine soft day. And I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? 'Cause her hair was black and her eyes were blue. So I took her hand and I gave her a twirl, and I lost my heart to a Galway girl. When I woke up, I was all alone, with a broken heart and a ticket home. So I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? Well, I've traveled around, I've been all over this world. I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. So I ask you now, tell me what would you do if her hair was black and her eyes were blue? Well, I've traveled around, I've been all over this world. I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl.
Thank you. Well, all good things must come to an end. At least I hope this was a good thing. Okay. Well, this will be our last song of the evening. Unless you all want us to play more.
Great
we
music
don't know how
tonight.
late we can
Man,
stay here. And of course, the sound engineers do want to go home at some point.
By the way, let's hear it for the sound engineer. Yeah. He's doing a great job. And Gary, he's done a great job on the video. It's amazing sitting behind them, watching them work. It's really fun. Normally we're up here and we can't really see what they're doing, but when the others were up on stage, I was sitting back there and thinking, man, how does Gary do all that? He's got all these videos in front of him, and he's just so he's amazing, really. Anyway, and the sound too. Yeah, that's the minute.
You got the right key?
Yep, I got the right key. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to Louisiana, yes, I'm headed on down. Can't get enough of that Cajun sound. Spent too long just hanging around this crazy town. I'm bayou bound. Well, it's been a long time and I want to go back. Gonna take me a train down that eastbound track. Cross the Rockies and I'll head down south, down the Mississippi to the river's mouth. Look out the window at the countryside. Might stop in St. Louis for a steamboat ride, but I won't stay long, cause I gotta get down to the Cajun country. Now I'm bayou bound. I'm going to Louisiana, yes, I'm headed on down. Can't get enough of that Cajun sound. Spent too long just hanging around this crazy town. Now I'm bayou bound. Well, last time down there, decided to cruise on the crooked back roads. I had nothing to lose. Riding on my motorcycle, thought I was lost in the cypress swamps and the Spanish moss. Decided to stop, I was going slow, and I saw an alligator by the side of the road. So I sped back up, turned my bike around, finally found my way on back to town. On the chapel, I had camped back home with a pail on my doors in the pinewood grove. Caught a couple catfish, cooked them on a grill. Red beans and rice, we had our fill. Pulled out a guitar, a fiddle and a bow, and we played up a storm till the fire burned low. Then we took a little nap and we headed into town. Catch Cajun music, now I'm bayou bound. I'm going to Louisiana, yes, I'm headed on down. Can't get enough of that Cajun sound. Spent too long just hanging around this crazy town. Now I'm bayou bound. I'm going to Louisiana, yes, I'm headed on down. Can't get enough of that Cajun sound. Spent too long just hanging around this crazy town. Now I'm bayou bound. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, guys. I mean, wow, what a great way to end the night. Yeah, you want to do one more? Doesn't it, I think we should have them back for a full show, and I think I'm trying to find a date. They're pretty busy. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll come back.
I know you will. I just got to find you a date that you're free. You want to do one more?
How about 2 more?
Okay. Yes.
We're not proud. Don't ask this guy. If she would have said, do you want 2 more? He would have said, how about 3?
You know, we're gonna do a couple bluegrass tunes. This first one is one that I wrote with my wife. If she's out there in streaming land, hello, Kathy. She and I were up in Victoria, British Columbia, and you don't really associate Victoria, British Columbia with Western cowboys. But that's what we saw. We saw this fellow with, the whole get-up, the cowboy hat and the string tie and the pearl buttons on his shirt and, two old leather boots and a gold buckle on his two old leather belt. Anyway, we thought, that guy has probably never been this side of a cow. So we're on the ferry riding back and talking about it, going over to Anacortes from Victoria. And started writing this song. And it was finished by the time we landed, and I think everyone around us was just baffled because we were just laughing so hard. So this is, I'd love to say this is a true story, but no. It's called Buckle of Gold. I'm a good-looking middle-aged cowboy,
modest too,
riding the range in my mind.
What mind?
Bucking a bronco or roping a steer.
Ooh.
Well, I can't do either, but I don't care.
Figures.
I got rattlesnake boots and a Stetson.
I'm impressed.
10 gallons each, I've been told.
Not so much.
The one thing I've got that others have not is a belt buckle plated in gold. Yippee-tie-yi, yippee and tie-yi-you. Whatever that means, I haven't a clue. Yippee-tie-yi, yippee and tie-yi-you. Whatever that means, he hasn't a clue. Well, I got me a lady so fancy.
How fancy?
Well, the sight of her fills me with awe.
Aww.
Collagen lips, cowgirl hips, a 10-gallon chest in a 5-gallon bra. Now my girlfriend and I were a-dancing late on a Saturday night. Hey, her bra strap went pop, and down came her top. Some sailors saw that and they wanted to fight. Yippee-tie-yi, yippee and tie-yi, I knew in a flash it wasn't my day. He knew in a flash it wasn't his day. I swung with my hat, but I missed him.
Oh no!
I swung with my fist and it hurt. Ow. I knew I was in for a blow to the chin. Outnumbered by 5, well, the outlook was grim. So I kicked with my boots, but I lost them. As over the bar I was rolled. The end seemed so near that I cowered in fear. When my hand found my buckle of gold. Yippee-tie-yi, yippee and tie-yi-yo. I'm feeling my oats and my buckle of gold. Yippee-tie-yi, yippee and tie-yi-yo. He's feeling his oats and his buckle of gold. Well, I whipped off my belt in a frenzy.
Take that!
Like a lasso, I swung it and cried. Yippee-tie-yi, yippee, get away from my gal, or you'll feel the sting of my buckle from hell. In a moment, the battle was over. As they scrambled outside in the cold. To this day on the seas, they still sing to the breeze. Beware of that buckle of gold. Yippee-tie-yi this, yippee-tie-yi that. Got my buckle, my boots, my gal and my hat. Yippee-tie-yi this, yippee-tie-yi that. Got his buckle, his boots, his gal and his hat. Got his buckle, his boots. His gal and his hat. True story, true story. All right, one more here.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, and thanks for doing 2 more songs. I mean, we definitely have to get you back here for a full show. I have a couple other people to thank. Gary Furlow, who, my gosh, he does all the graphics, the video. He trains all these new young people coming in to help and volunteer here. We absolutely could not function without him. And thanks again to Christopher behind the bar and Belinda at the door, and Sarah Wolf, now Sarah Rice, who put together the entire silent auction. That's a lot of work and a lot of detail that I'm really glad I don't have to do. Thank you all again for coming. Hope to see you again soon.